Welcome to SysPro Tips from Positive Vision. This video will help you with how to quickly update stock code descriptions in sales orders. Occasionally we find that we need to change the description of an item that we're selling to our customers. Instead of having to manually change every sales order that has that item in it, we can use the balance function to update the sales orders. In our example, we're going to use stock code B700 in the EDU company. I'm going to go ahead and go to inventory and change the setup for that stock code using stock code maintenance. In this example, I'm going to change the description. And I'm going to save that description. After I've made that change, if I go to the sales order entry screen and take a look at one of my orders and check, I'm going to see that it didn't actually change anything. So it still has that old description. The only thing that would affect is if I put another line in and it would use a new description, then I could cancel the old one. But that seems like a lot of work to have to go through every single order and do that process. So instead, I'm going to go and leave sales order maintenance. And we're going to use something called the balance function. The balance function is actually tucked into the order purge process. Now we're not going to purge any orders, but that is the process that we call to do the balancing, which is going to allow us to go through and have it validate the descriptions and update them against that inventory master we just changed. So the first thing we're going to do when we go in here is we're going to make sure that the balance function is selected. The next thing that we want to do is we want to uncheck here, and we're going to check the update descriptions from INV master. I'm not going to worry about balancing anything else, so I'm going to have all of those other boxes unchecked. And I don't really need to print a report, so I will uncheck those boxes, and I'm not going to have it close the application just so we can see the message that comes up over here. Once I am satisfied with my selection, I can start processing. Now we're going to watch as it goes through and it does its process. We have no errors, which is great. No exceptions. So I'm going to go ahead and close this screen. Now I can go back into my sales order and check it to see that it actually did the process I expected. I'm going to pick that same order and look at that. Now it adds that description, and that would be the case with every single order that I've got in there. I didn't have to go and make a change on any of them. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed it.